Good morning, welcome back to the shop. Got a little video about this old Madflow F-1. Um, Seeking more information than anything. You guys probably know more about it than I do. Let me give you the backstory on it. Found these boats. Eric and I bought two of them. This one and the other one that Eric has from a guy about 30 miles away. A little over 6 months ago, I guess it was. They were just about stole them. Wound up giving $150 for both of them, complete with the radios, the batteries, everything. And the fella told me that he couldn't get them to run, and so, they had originally run, but something had happened. He couldn't get them to run, and so we went down and took a chance on them. And Eric kept his, I kept this one, and we brought them back over here to my shop. And come to find out that the fella who had owned them had been inside and messed with the receiver and pulled the wires off the receiver and had everything kind of mismatched, and nothing was correct. And so just rewiring the receiver, putting a battery in it, setting the trims on it, and they both seem to work phenomenally. Now, the problem I got is this. When I research this boat, it says it's either a Joysway or a Bancroft. And so I don't know which is true. But it is an outboard. It's a simulated outboard. It's got a drive shaft under the back. I don't want to power it right now because the shaft is dry. It's been sitting here for 6 months on the shelf. But I need some information. Is this boat worth having, first of all? Are there any Achilles heel type situations that you've run into with yours if you have one? And lastly, what is the actual KV of the motor? Because the only thing I can find online, and I found one place that offers a replacement motor. So this is a 2800 KV, and there's nothing wrong with the motor on this thing. It's just an outrunner. I think it's ABS. It's not like my last F1. My last one was wood and fiberglass. It was a really kick-ass F1, but it has self-righting. It's supposed to be. I'm terrified to put it in water because I don't want it to say it's self-righting and then not self-right. Now the superstructure here in the center has these clips. There's one there, same thing on the other side. On my old F1, you had to use seal tape on it to keep the superstructure in place and keep everything sealed up. But this does have an internal seal. Mind you, there is a gaping hole at the very back here. What should I look out for on this boat before I stick it in the water? These guys are wanting to go run. It's never been in the water since I've had it, but I'm aching to put it in there. If it acts like my last F1, it's going to be a rocket, and should be pretty responsive as well. This clip's turned at a 90-degree angle. It's simply grab this, kind of walk it forward, and then take it off. But there's that internal seal. It is a foam seal, so I'm hoping it'll hold up and not let a lot of water come in. But it's pretty solid, man. I mean, from what I see here, the ESC is water cooled. Now, we don't have a sleeve for the motor, obviously, because it is an outrunner. But there is a water cooled collet down here, which is nice. The receiver is here. I guess it's an attempt to keep it kind of waterproof, and it's kind of like a micro servo on the other side. It doesn't need much because there's really not a lot of drag on the back end. Then the water pickup comes in from here. Now all the lines look good. Water dump is here, but just curious if anybody's had any major issues. It is 3S capable. It came with a small 2200. Sits in here. Now the ESC is in, but it's not secured at the moment. I need to put something to put two-sided tape or something underneath. Pretty solid boat, but like I said, I'm just a little nervous about putting it in the water for some reason. Really like to get some input from some guys that have these things. And the plan was, when I saw it, was I was going to take all of this off, heat it up and pull it off. But it is clear coated over as well. So there's not going to happen, because I don't want to tear up the finish on the boat, and I can paint over it, but I'm not going to do that because it'll just have to be. I think she's about 29 inches long total. And like I said, from my experience from my last F1, that without setting the trims correctly, this thing should turn on a dime and give you 9 cents back. And if you don't set it up right, like my last one, it'll spend more time on its lid than anything. So it's going to be a learning experience. Overall, it's a pretty cool boat. Not bad for $75. And everything I've seen online says I don't know if they're still out there now or not, but it used to retail for about $369. So I think I did okay, and I wouldn't lose money if I wind up deciding to punt it and move it up the line for something different. But you guys take real good care. We'll catch you later. If you got any info, please drop it. We greatly appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one later.